Hey guys, I just want to do a quick encouraging video about tough times, trials and tribulations when you feel like you're in a winter period in your life and that period lasts for years, not just a few months or a couple of days or weeks, but it lasts for years, and you're wondering, is there any hope? Is there any purpose to this? Why can't it be easier? Why can't I just be one of those instant miracle stories? Why am I the one who has to suffer? Why am I the one that has to go through this with no answers and very little hope left? I was talking from my own experience as well. At the moment I'm on, let's give a brief little thing. At the moment I'm on dialysis and just had a open heart surgery, and possibly will need another surgery, and also I've had a few issues with my spleen and liver and a few things, and it would take hours to talk about all of that and all of that stuff that's happened, but I don't want to make that my focus. I want to rather just say the keys and things that I've found easy and helpful to dealing with it. And the first thing would be to make sure you surround yourself with positive people. Make sure you surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you, influence you. Christians, they don't have to be Christians, but as long as they're positive, they bring the best out of you. They bring the best out of you as a person, and they will help you not forget about your problems, but they'll help you through those problems, and they will help you to focus on Jesus and focus on what your goal is and what you can do and not what you can't do, and what you want to do and not what you're not doing. And then the second thing would be not to just continuously focus on the problem, not to look at the issue and make that your sole focus. So many times, and I've done it, we can continue just to think about what is our problem, what's going on, what's wrong with us, and how it's stopping us from doing stuff, and how we're lost, because of what's going on. And so many times we forget about Jesus, or we put him second in actual reality, when we should be putting him first with our lives, and we should be putting him first and focusing on him and what he has for us. And it brings me to like the story of Job, that when he was suffering, when he was at the bottom, like when he was at the lowest of the low, when his servants and his family and his daughters and sons had died, and his house had burnt down, and he was sitting in the bottom of the rubble, and his wife says to him, "Why don't you just curse God and die?" Now that, and he didn't take that on board. He continued to trust in God, but he also was real about it as well. He was saying, like, why was I even born? What's the point in this? What's the reason for this? Like, how come you're putting me through this, God? And it's like 60 chapters of a lot of knowledge and a lot of things going on. It's a good book to read to get a good understanding of what's going on. And but obviously how the story ends, and he's replaced with double the what he had, and he is stuck in there, and he can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what we should do as well. We should know that God has something better for all of us. He has a plan, a purpose, a reason for us to be alive, and a reason that he's made us. And don't, we can't be chasing a miracle, we can't be chasing a healing, and we just have to, you can still pray for those things and hope for those things, and definitely it can happen, and it will happen for all of us at one point or another and stuff, but we need to make our soul focus Christ, and we need to make our soul focus Jesus. He's out. We can't see the big picture. We can't see the beginning from the end. He already knows what's going to happen before it happens. He's not surprised when you're diagnosed with cancer, or you're diagnosed with a disease, or something's happened in your family, or a loved one dies. He already knew that it was going to happen, and he's begun to prepare us to deal with it. He gives us the tools, and we know he only gives us what we can handle, but we need to reach out and use those tools so that we can handle it, and we can not just do it alone. We need to surround ourselves with positive people to help us through. And it's okay to vent about things. It's okay to be angry about stuff. It's good to be frustrated and angry. Well, it's good that I get frustrated, that I know how good God is and how easy for God it is to heal people and to do miracles. That's the reason I get frustrated, because I know that God can pull me out of my situation immediately if he wanted to, but he chooses not to for now, and that's fine, because I don't know what his plan is. I don't know what his purpose is. I'm not useless, because I can't do everything I used to be able to do, and it can be frustrating, most definitely, but sometimes we just have to focus on what he's saying and what his plan is, and what prophecies we have, what he said about us,